Welcome to the Central Park Zoo, and thank you for joining us for this online harbor seal feeding and behavioral enrichment session. My name is Ajani, and I will be guiding you through the introduction of today's narration. We have two harbor seals here at the Central Park Zoo, Adam and Anson. Normally, we do not have a narration for our harbor seal feeding, but the current circumstances allow for a unique virtual opportunity brought to you by our Discovery Guides to see how our keepers work with the animals, teaching them behaviors we will need them to do in order to maintain their health and enrich their lives here at the zoo. Our keepers continuously train our harbor seals on new behaviors throughout their lives. Now, if you remember, at the beginning of this, I said this is a harbor seal feeding and behavioral enrichment session. I'm sure you may be wondering what I mean by behavioral enrichment. Well, if you've ever played fetch with a dog or provided a scratching post to a cat, that's all behavioral enrichment. It encourages animals to do behaviors that are good for both their physical and mental well-being. Behavioral enrichment gives animals at the zoo something active to do and something stimulating to focus on. I'll let you in on a little secret. While the seals are participating in the behavioral enrichment session, and they're getting fed, the keepers are also secretly using this time to give the seals their daily physical checkup. Most animals don't like to let anyone know when they're not feeling well, as a sick animal in the wild looks very attractive to potential predators, so masking illness is essential to their survival. All our animals, however, are taught behaviors that allow the keepers to catch potential problems early. In this feeding, you'll see the seals let their keepers give them injections, check their eyes, weigh them, and even draw blood samples. As this feeding continues, my friend James will be sure to point out the behaviors our harbor seals will demonstrate.
Harbor seals are earless seals or true seals, meaning they lack external ears and have bodies that are more adapted to swimming than eared seals such as sea lions and fur seals. Diet-wise, harbor seals are carnivores. They are more specifically opportunistic foragers, meaning they will eat whatever they can find, such as crustaceans, squid, fish, and mollusks. Surprisingly, harbor seals do not chew their food. They break their food in chunks or swallow it whole. Their food can change seasonally depending on what is provided for them in the wild. Socially, they like to stay quiet and in unpopulated areas. They usually haul out near beaches or by rocks and log rafts to be in the sun and sleep. If they sense any form of danger, they usually escape back into the water and swim away immediately. In dark conditions, they can use their whiskers back and forth in the water to locate their food. This method is called foraging. They can sleep on land or in the water. In the water, they sleep in a position called bottling, where only their head is above the surface. In the water, they also sleep with only the left side of their brains, while the right side stays alert in case of predators. Unlike other seals, harbor seals are solitary and don't really interact with each other when it isn't mating season. Typically, harbor seals face problems such as entanglement, illegal feeding, and harassment, as well as habitat destruction. Many harbor seals can get caught up in fishing gear or other types of marine waste. This can lead them to not reach the surface to breathe. People often illegally feed harbor seals or harass them through the usage of vessel traffic and disturbance. Harbor seals also face habitat destruction because they can face physical barriers which can destroy their habitats. They can drown or become severely injured due to entanglement in nylon fishing nets or plastic materials. Some debris can be consumed by harbor seals, which can influence the digestive tract and cause starvation or obstruction. Harbor seals are heavily impacted by pollution dumped in the waters they occupy and the air as well. Pollutants include smog and smoke, which can damage the respiratory system and can affect their breathing. If oil or chemicals spill into the waters, it can destroy a large number of seals. Harbor seals live in temperate cold habitats along the northern coast of North America, Europe, and Asia. Harbor seals have 4 flippers. Their hind flippers move from side to side to allow them to be propelled forward, and their front flippers are used to help them steer.
Alright, well it looks like our feeding is coming to an end. We would like to thank our keepers and our harbor seals, Adam and Anson. Thank you all for joining us for our virtual harbor seal feeding and behavioral enrichment session. The Central Park Zoo is part of the Wildlife Conservation Society. We stand for wildlife. Our goal is to conserve the world's largest wild places in 16 priority regions, home to more than 50% of the planet's biodiversity. By watching this video, you are helping us in this mission. Thank you for visiting our website, and if you would like to see more of these amazing animals in person, this is a friendly reminder that all 5 of our WCS parks will be open to the public on July 23rd, and you can visit our website for more information. Have a great day.